So since this is going to YouTube, we got another viewer VOD here. This is an in-house pug, which means that basically what an in-house pug is this is 12, I mean, probably some of them know each other, but let's just say 12 random people are in a random scrim, and basically they're just building together a composition, just to have fun. It's kind of like it's just putting together two random mixed teams together just to see if they'll work, and stuff like that. I don't really know how to explain it. It's basically just a scrim, but it's with random people you've not really played with before. You might have played with them, you might have not. But it's an in-house pug. That's what that is. It's just random people playing with each other. But these are all relatively good players. The guy posting in here said, "Hey Ricky, this is an open house scrim out from a week ago that I joined. I'm 3.6k playing Lucio in this VOD." So this is a master, this Roro guy. So Roro is master, and he will be shot calling for these lovely other people. And let's see how he does.
Yeah.
So one of the main things that you have to listen out for is his communication with Lucio, and just how he does in general, what he could be missing, and what he's going for.
I need to.
Let's not waste time. I have tickets to a show tonight.
Sound volume down.
Nothing's gonna stop me.
I recommend using the scroll wheel for wall riding, first of all, to make that a million times easier.
Coming in 30 seconds.
Alright, team.
5,
So, Reinhardt, come back a little bit. You don't want to hold up there, you want to hold this little choke.
attackers incoming.
Okay. So, first of all, you're telling your Ryan to hold this choke. I think that's a tiny bit too close. Just because of the comp that you're running. So, first of all, let's go ahead and go back and just take a look at... I'll go back to the initial comp first. Like, I'll go back to the seconds I was at. But let's take a look at your comp. So what are you running right now? You're running Ana Lucio, running Soldier, and Triple Tank. Now, this is the comp that I like to call the standard comp. Standard comp or the shield break comp, where you play triple tank with Soldier. And the goal with this comp is to break the enemy shield. Use the Diva Matrix to win the shield battle. Use the Soldier and Roadhog to poke the enemy shield out. Ana for the sustain and the nano boost. And the Roadhog, obviously, as well as breaking the shield, you can get that hook in as soon as the Reinhardt shield is broken. So this is a really, really strong comp because it's got some good ultimate combos. It's got the Diva Bomb Shatter combo. It's got Nano Visor. It's got the Nano Whole Hog. And yeah, just good stuff overall. So
Yeah.
let's see what you said here.
Incoming.
You don't want to always have your shield up, just have your shield up when you need it up.
This is correct, what you're saying here. Don't have your shield up all the time. Essentially, you just want to have it up most of the time. Since they are playing a Roadhog, you should be telling your Ryan or you should be telling your whole team, watch for the hooks.
Alright.
Tell us when it gets half, and tell us when it gets to 500.
Half.
Alright.
But that was dead, yeah.
Yeah, so your Ryan is really pressured. The thing about your Ryan is that your team is holding extremely aggressive for the comp that you're playing. You actually need to be holding more like back here on this line. You need to be holding on the point. Because what you need to do is, when playing a comp like this, with a ton of shield poke, you're risking the enemy team. Like, first of all, you don't have enough space to break the shield, because what you want to go for is you want to break the shield as early as possible. So you want to have your Ryan kind of far back so that he has space to charge his shield. Like, basically, when your Ryan shield breaks, he has to go around this wall. Now, what your Ryan is risking right now is he can get hooked.
Bring down his shield. Shield is down.
Yeah, so when his shield is down, he can risk getting hooked. So, right here, you lost control.
Bring down his shield. Shield is down.
You need to, as a Lucio, when you need to realize the situation, you need to tell them to come back. Like you need to tell them like his shield is dead. So when you have no shield, your whole team needs to be afraid of everything that could possibly kill them. It could be a Hanzo scatter arrow, a Hanzo headshot, Widow headshot. They could get hooked. There's so much stuff that can happen. And look where you're holding after his shield is down. Roadhog can get hooked right here. Diva's sleeping, can get hooked. Your soldier is holding right here as well. And you're holding way too aggressive. Everybody's just holding way too aggressive. Now, what you're doing right now is actually unintentionally the right play, because you see the Genji is behind here. What the thing you want to do, if whenever they come through the hotel, is you need to tell the team to hold at the taxi, which is the thing at the bottom left here.
On him.
Okay, Genji dives in, he deflects the sleep, that was pretty nice.
Oh, I got pinned.
I'm on Ryan, I'm on Ryan. Got him. Reaper. I'm on Reaper.
I'm bad. No, dude.
Okay, so you need to...
I'm bad. No, dude.
I'm running in.
Oh, god damn
Got
it.
him. Ooh.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad plays. I don't know where to start.
God damn it.
Got him.
So, the thing is, whenever you see them in a situation like this,
Reaper. I'm on Reaper.
and you're up 2 people right here, you have a Reaper standing right here. Your Ryan needs to, well, what first needs to happen is you guys need to kill this Reaper. Like, Reaper's right out in the open, and you're just giving it, like, free space right now. You're booping him into the corner, which is a bad thing to do. Your soldier is not behind the shield. Like, you slip the Reaper. He tries to pin him, he gets hooked. Like, your Ana nades you guys. You probably... Like, you guys are not even low, and your Ana nades you guys. So, you're dealing with people not really able to use their abilities to, like, the fullest. These are not, like, the most skillful players in the world. But what I'm gonna try and critique you on is, like, like, telling them what to do. So, what you need to tell your team is whenever you're up to people like this, you have 4 people in a big circle like this, and you have 1 person who's low over here. You need to tell them to commit into this little area over here behind the hotel. Commit to the hotel, engage on them because you're up 2 people, and save your mini diva because your mini diva is in trouble right now. So just tell them to commit, try and go on the Reaper, call a focus target. The Lucio is not necessarily the person to do that, but if you're trying to shot call as well, you can also take the initiative of calling the target focus. So go on Reaper, go on Reaper.
I'm bad. No, dude.
This is a very risky speed boost. You could have gotten hooked.
Oh,
You're
god
lucky he
damn it.
healed.
Ooh.
So they're down like 3 people. Or they're down 1 person because the other 2 respawned. And you're in their face with 5 people. You have a nano boosted Roadhog that can easily hook you. And you are ahead of your whole team. Your positioning at this point is obviously not good. So you need to realize the situation. That you gotta pick. You don't really need... So whenever you get this pick, you just need to be holding here. And you need to tell the rest of the team you should be holding here. Because you gotta pick. Like, they can't do anything. They have a Reaper. If they try and go in, you'll kill them. So all they have to do is regroup. You're making them waste their time because they have to wait for 1 person.
Ooh.
So yes, 1 person did get hooked. It was the Ana. You're not the person to help her out. If you're in range, yes, you can boop the Roadhog, but you're not the person to... you're not the person to help her out. If these were better players, you would have gotten punished straight away for this positioning. Like, straight away. So, this random wall riding is, like, as cool as it is, the reason why a lot of Lucios think they're like really like cool and stuff like that with all their wall riding and stuff is because it's really fun. But the bad thing about it is you have no overview of what's going on. If you're behind your Rhine, you can actually shot call so much better. Your positioning is tied to your shot calling. You have no idea what to do or who to go on. In these types of fights, if you're doing shit like this.
Yeah.
So you have a nano boosted Roadhog going in here. You have a Reinhardt.
Keep your shield up as long as you can.
So now you are magically in the right position. Your Reinhardt's charging in, and you're just playing the comp completely wrong. Your Reinhardt should not be charging in, very often anyway. Your soldier's nano boost or is ulting, and you're going super deep.
Pushing the line. Line's going down.
So
Yep.
yeah, oh, there's cuts in it. That's pretty bad, actually. I don't like that, but okay, we'll deal with it.
Oh.
So you get a pick. This ult is stupid, and your D.Va's stupid for using it.
I dig it.
You're dumb for engaging this. Oh my god, this is.
Damn.
Come on, guys. That's not the best thing to do. So the thing is, the reason why this is bad is that whenever you speed into a choke like this, yes, he has no shield, and you're committing to this, is because they could easily set up a trap in the choke. If you all stand in the choke and try and engage there, they could use like a graviton. They could go, could all get like really clumped up in one space, and you could all die. They could easily disengage behind a wall. Like you end up like the D.Va ult was so wasted because all they have to do is just speed back. It's so easy, just wait out the D.Va ult. And that's what happened. Yeah, his shield broke, but that's not enough for a call to engage.
Oh, I'm dumb as hell. I didn't see it. I got to sleep.
I zoned the Ana, I zoned the support, I zoned the support. Boost you!
So you get nano boosted, and you clean up this fight. Somehow. Clean up the Ana. Tell them to clean up. Tell them, like, you need to communicate this. Like, as a shot caller, you need to talk, like, all the time. And you can't tell the team, like, if you're tryharding, you can't really, for a future scrim, like, if you want to take this seriously or whatever, you can't let any useless information fill in the comms. So, shit like, oh, I'm so bad, or whatever, like that, like, it's just, like, all the time, or, oh, whoops, I missed my hook, or something like that. Like, you can't have, like, this kind of stuff, like, overrule your shot calling. You can't have useless information, like, cover the comms like this. So you need to say, like, you know, chase this stuff, like tell your team what you're doing. You're the in-game leader here. You're the one telling everybody what to do. So at this point, look what they're playing. Look what they're playing. So they're playing Genji Reaper, Ana Lucio, Roadhog, and Ryan. So what do you think in this case their goal is? They're playing a really strange comp where their goal is probably to get one of the backlines to get low enough so that the Genji can go in, and maybe so that the Reaper can go in. Like, they basically just want to do the same. They want to break your shield and just try and get a pick or something like that, and then dive in, because Reaper can shred the tanks and Genji can shred it with Nano Blade. But either way, your comp is still a lot more superior than their comp, because their comp is Genji's not really, he doesn't fit very much into this comp. These two heroes are just not that synergized. Like, they can work, but your comp is very much superior, so you should try to be playing this much more right. Play on the hooks, get this guy to try and, you know, land the hooks. Like, you don't have to necessarily play on the hooks, but it's a very safe strat. Like, you're going for the shield battle, and you can easily win it if you just focus all on it. And you haven't told your team a single time to try and focus on the shield. So you need to know, like, what are you playing? What are you telling your team? Like, what you need to let, like, so when you're picking a comp, you need to let the whole team know what you're doing with this comp. You can't just pick heroes and just hope it works out, which is exactly what you're doing right now. But you're not facing, like, good opponents. But if you are facing good opponents, you'd get instantly countered for this. Get punished hard. So another thing you need to tell is for your soldier to get high ground. Soldier is very, very good on the high ground, and the only thing that could contest him is the Genji. Get hooked off the high ground, but the only thing besides that is the Genji. I am a firm believer that Soldier wins the matchup against Genji, so that should not be a problem. Plus, you have a D.Va on your team. whenever Diva is, whenever Genji is killing your soldier, you could get the Diva up on the Genji and kill them together. So your soldier should be utilizing the high ground a lot more.
I'm still don't have I'm still out of mech.
In this specific matchup, not just like entirely. Like if they have a Hanzo or something like that, obviously you don't want to have the soldier on Hanzo.
Just pressure shield. We don't even need to keep her though.
Somebody finally says break the shield.
Just pressure shield. We don't even need to keep her though.
I didn't hear the second part, but somebody said smash the shield, so you're kind of aware of what you're doing
You
here.
can just keep yours down until they start pushing.
Yep.
Keep yours down until they're pushing. That's good. Yeah, good call. A great call.
Throw a frame strike every now and then. And maybe take some damage.
Back and back.
Oh, now.
Nicely, nice.
I got pinned, I got...
At this very moment,
Oh, now.
it's good that you're speeding back because that's what you do against Roadhog ult, but you need to just tell your team, like, disengage it a little bit. And as soon as your Ryan gets pinned, and you see this anti-heal on him,
I got pinned,
your Ryan calls, I got pinned, just yell, focus Ryan.
I got...
With speed, yeah.
Because this is where they use all their DPS ults. I don't like these cuts, by the way.
Let's
These
go the
are
back way, let's go the back
really
way.
bad.
We need to do it
Yep,
fast,
yep,
though.
yep.
Go,
Are we gonna get there?
Seconds.
I don't know.
Yes.
I'm getting
3, 2, 1. Oh, go! Oh.
Okay. So,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I understand this because you have to contest, but how early was it they told you get the back way?
The back way.
Right here. You should have reacted to this.
We need to do it
Yep,
fast,
yep,
though.
yep.
Go,
Are we gonna get there?
Seconds.
Like, your team told you to go the back way. You might not know what the back way is. But you should have reacted to that, and you should have went with your team, because if you went out as one big circle, or as one big group, you could have done a lot more work, because
I'm getting
as you can see,
Oh.
your Ana hits a ridiculously good grenade. Like, anti-heals and heal buffs so many people. And if you had your heal for this fight, it would have been so good. Just your passive healing.
I tried.
On it for a second.
I tried, dude.
so low.
Coming.
That's okay.
Earth Shatter? Yeah.
Yeah! Holy
Micro
shit,
Manning.
dude.
In this case, as good players, you would call out who to kill on the floor, but you guys are having fun, so.
Can we stay on?
Like, I don't know entirely, like, what kind of level you guys are supposed to be, playing at. If you guys want to go, if you want to, like, shot call for a really high level, you want to shot call at a high level or something like that, kind of tough.
Point.
I don't really know what to criticize, like, precisely, because you can't criticize your team for being unserious about it. That's not really a valid, like, not really
Yeah,
valid.
Whatever
No.
you do not get off.
Oh my god.
At this point, just tell your team to stall, because you've lost this fight. You're 3v5, or you 3v6. There's like no way you're gonna win this. You're all gonna drop.
Stay on the...
Sprinting. I'm just sprinting right now.
Just tell your team to stall on the point.
Oh, no. No.
Alright, we're all back. We're all back.
So, right now, as a shot caller, whenever you lose the first point, you gotta have some ultimates. You're not pressing tab at all. Right now, I can't see what like, my problem right now as a viewer is you're not helping me out with criticizing what like, I can't criticize you because you're not pressing the tab button. If you want me to help, you gotta press tab every once in a while. Why do I need to do that? Because you need, as a shot caller, it's a very, very, very basic thing to tell people what ultimates are we using the next fight. What did they use last fight? So like you go back, and whenever you were stalling, you go, oh look, Roadhog used his ultimate. So you count whenever you die.
Sprinting right now.
Roadhog used his ult. They use Shatter, and then you cut. But in this regard, they don't have Shatter. You see that you almost have self-destruct. That's the only thing I can get out of this. But when you're not pressing tab, I cannot see what ultimates you have. So you need to tell your team what ultimates are we using. You need to also give room for your other teammates to set up an ultimate. So if the Diva wants to send the ultimate in, he needs to say that. But if they're not taking initiative, you just have to take the whole swing of it. So you need to tell them what you're doing. As a basic thing with this comp, you're just trying to break the shield. And your Roadhog needs to you need to also tell your Roadhog to save the hook for the Reaper.
Up a little. I'm gonna press your shield. I'm gonna press your shield. How's your shield doing, man? Keep it.
Yeah.
Okay, so even though that D.Va ult missed, this was actually a good play. And that's because you guys realize that you have to poke a little bit of shield before sending the D.Va ult in. If you send a D.Va ult into a 2k Rhine shield, it's not going to do anything. There's so many places on King's Row where you can just hide in the bookshop, in the alley, on long, so it's not that great. But you broke the shield a little bit, and it could have potentially gotten some kills, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Once again, you overextended a little bit there. Let's try and stabilize the situation.
Oh, here it comes. Yeah, there it is. Push him away. Alted Genji. Oh god, I fat fingered. Oh god.
Yeah, so at this point, just because everyone's like having fun and goofing around and shit, nobody knows what to do. And a really big problem you guys have right now is that you stalled yourself so hard. You should have just ran in and died, because what ended up happening. Look at this.
Oh, here it comes.
So
yeah, there it is.
your whole team gets wiped. Your Ana dies. Your D.Va is dying in the background right there, and you're dying very late.
Oh god, I fat fingered.
Yeah, so D.Va dies late, and you die really late, which means there's 3 or 4 people pushing the payload as of right now. And if you look at the timer, even with the cut right here, it's at 135, which means you only got 1 fight on the street phase. That is really bad. You should have had at least 3 or 2. But because you let them push, you weren't contesting the payload whenever trying to fight them. They were just pushing the payload for free. So you need to let your team know to die on the payload. That's another thing. It's a very basic thing to just die on the payload, because yeah, the whole point of this game is to push the payload, and if you're on the payload, you can test it, and you can get another fight. So you got 1 fight on the street phase, and you lost it. So you got completely rolled. So what do you do here to stabilize? Once again, you look at whatever ultimates they use. They used Nano Sword. I think they used Earth Shatter. I think they also used Lucio. I'm not going back. I just remembered, like, just from memory. Get your team to ask your team what ultimates did they use, because if you can't remember all the ultimates, maybe your team can remember some of the ultimates that they used as well. So, from my head, I remember Shatter, Nano Sword, and Lucio. Lucio, Shatter, Nano Sword. Yeah. So their next goal is to use the Beyblade, probably. No, not the Beyblade, just the Reaper ult. So they're gonna try and get a Reaper flank on you. And I'm gonna say this right now. This is their goal because they're still running that Reaper, as far as I remember. So what you need to do is you need to look at your own ultimates. Oh, you popped it off for a second there. Okay, so right now, you also need to say, after dying here, you see that your Ana has ultimate. Now you need to ask your, okay, I got a 0.25 speed this so I can actually see the ultimates here. Like, if you see your Ana has Nano Boost, you need to ask the soldier when he has Visor. Because Nano Visor right now is one of the strongest combos in the whole game. And if you can pull off a Nano Visor, you pretty much win the fight.
I'm good. Keep that shield up.
It's like nice.
Okay. So you get a pick on the Genji, and I'm gonna listen to whatever your call would be. Actually, I'll say my call first. So the first thing to do is, obviously, whenever you're in a number advantage, you go contest the payload.
Let's walk forward. Let's walk forward.
Okay, so number 1 mistake of 5v6 is that do not use your ultimates. Whenever you're in a fight advantage, the max amount of ultimates you want to use is 1. Because no matter what, almost no matter what, unless they have Nano Visor or some crazy combo, there's no way that can turn around a 5v6. Actually, I'm over exaggerating a bit. It really depends on the situation, but if you know that they don't have many ults, like for an example, they only have a Reaper ult and maybe a Roadhog ult, because I counted before. That's not enough for you to lose the fight. So there's no reason for you to lose your ult there. Nobody was low, no nothing. There's no reason for you to use this ultimate. It's really bad. It doesn't save anybody. All you need to do, like, what you need to say here Yeah, yeah, walk forward is good. Just say contest the payload, because walk forward can mean anything. It can just mean walk into them. It can mean engage. It can mean a lot of things. Go up and say contest the payload. And you drop the beat here, meaning that your team probably thinks, okay, we're engaging, I guess. But look how far away they are. Only one able to follow up really is nobody. Exactly, nobody.
Running in.
And you're also booping them away.
The target.
And they are all the way over here. Besides Rhoda getting pulled.
Get that hog. I'm just getting that.
Besides Rhoda getting pulled, that was not very good, because what they're doing is they're disengaging because you have a barrier and they don't. They can't fight that. They're 5v6. So besides losing Roadhog, I think they disengaged that pretty well. Putting pressure up here.
She's all alone. She's all alone. Left side.
Reinhardt's dead.
This is not good. You should not be killing an Ana. You should be behind your Reinhardt. Overextending.
Reaper
So,
behind,
instead of fighting in this position, where you're maybe in a one advantage because of their Lucio, they have the fast spawn, so they can easily kill you.
I'm dead.
So you need to just pull your team back and call for a regroup.
Push back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back.
Okay, so somebody does that anyway, and your Diva's being a dumbass.
Pressure shield, pressure shield.
Good call, good call. Pressure shield.
Ryan's almost dead. Ryan's almost dead.
Let's just wipe this. Let's just wipe this.
Yeah.
So that's just a knowledge thing. Like, that's just a knowledge thing. Like, you just gotta know when they have Shatter. There's not a whole lot more to that.
Yeah, I just died.
Alright, we have nanotech visor.
Okay. Nails are up.
I can't believe my hook missed that one.
Okay. So somebody called out. I'm not sure if it was you or not.
Nails are up.
I actually can't. I actually don't really recognize your voice anymore if you're the one calling or not. But somebody called that you have nanotech visor. And what you need to do with that straight away is you need to go on the right side and you need to use that from the high ground. There's not much high ground in King's Row, but it's better than nothing. It's better to use it from the ledge than nothing. So always go on the right side with Ana and Soldier. And I'm pretty sure you're... Also, this speed boost is really bad. You don't like...
Ways.
You don't need to use this.
It's Reaper up there. Reaper's up top.
Man, Diva's gonna eat it all. I'm trying to get her down right now.
I'm gonna watch for Reaper. I'm gonna move along.
Reaper's up top to the left.
Like, once again, you're playing a superior comp with the shield breaking. And they are destroying your shield. And his shield is probably about 2k at this point. So, what you need to do is just tell your team, go out on the right side. We can flank with Nano Visor on the right. And that sort of stuff. Like, good teammates will sort out the Nano Visor on their own. But you need to just, like, take charge of this. And you need to tell them, like, move out on the right and Nano Visor from behind them. The only thing they can do against that is deflect it, maybe, or hook. But the thing about getting hooked is that the rest of the team should follow up if you get hooked in an Nano Visor.
On me?
So you're just being pressured against the wall right now, and your soldier dies. Oh, your soldier doesn't die,
Watch
but
out for those easy booms.
yeah, your soldier dies trying a Nano Visor. And you still have the Nano Boost because your Ana was not with your soldier, and your soldier did not call out when he needed the Nano Boost. So this is just like a player mistake. Your Ana and your soldier are not communicating when this happens. Also, that was the Reaper ult that I was waiting for. I knew he had it for a really long time. He actually had that all the way up until now, like from the second point, because he didn't use it. That's just something I like spotted. So their Reinhardt does not have Shatter, I think, because he used it last fight. But a Diva ult might be coming in just to clean things up.
You guys have...
Yeah.
Get that Reinhardt, get that Reinhardt.
Oh, God. No, I got pushed.
I'm dead, yeah. That's a bummer.
Reinhardt's going
I know it's full random people. It's an in-house bug.
There you go.
Anna's going
You're
down.
good.
Anna's low.
Point, stand point. We're almost back.
I'm switching Ana if I die. Or to May if I die. The Reaper's low.
Oh, okay.
One shot.
Reaper's low one shot. Once again, the target calling needs to just be one person after another. Even if it's obvious that the people you're killing are right in front of you, if everybody focuses one target, you can kill them a lot faster. Just if no one's doing it, you should be in charge of saying that.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's hold this corner again.
What do you You win the fight and you're saying nothing.
Hold this corner again.
Like hold this corner. No, that's not the corner you want to hold. Where you want to hold is right here. You want to hold right here, and you saw yourself. Like, this is a very obvious play. So their Genji does not have sword. They don't have Reaper ult. They might have a D.Va ult. So you need to keep that in mind. But the thing about Reinhardt's whenever they find a D.Va ult is that they just panic so hard. They panic really hard, and they are not able to like comprehend that they have to block a D.Va ult. But if the enemy team is as like hesitant as you need to tell them. Like, you need to tell them what to do, man. Like, you can't just sit here and like say nothing. Like, you know what ultimates you have. So what you need to do is you need to play at this corner right here. You need to tell your shield, go for the shield battle, break the shield. As soon as the Rhine shield is down, we can shatter all of them. And we clean up. That's all you need to say. Just try and play on that.
I wanna run up post spawn and switch back to soldier.
Can't switch to soldier right now. It's just not possible.
I'm gonna try it.
Your shield.
Yeah, pressuring.
Come back, guys. Come back.
30 seconds remaining.
Second that shield goes.
Help me out.
Nice. That's not a bad ult. Pretty good.
Oh, there it goes.
Good boop.
Ryan's low, Ryan is low.
Once again, you need to just keep track of ultimates. That's just an individual mistake. If the thing of, okay, so one of the things I noticed is your Ana has not hit a single anti, well not a single, but is hit one good anti-grenade this whole game.
Help me out.
So as soon as the shatters hit, I think 2 or 3 people is down. And I don't know where your Ana is, but he needs to hit that anti-grenade as soon as possible. So you can get some focus targets going.
Ryan's low, Ryan is low.
Your Ryan just needs to keep track of the other Ryan's ults. There's nothing more to it. You're a bit mispositioned right now.
Nice move, nice.
Again, nobody's calling targets. It's constant.
Ana low.
Okay, Analo, yeah.
Ryan.
Yep. Okay, good. Okay, so somebody's taking charge. That's good.
Baby D.Va.
There she goes.
But it definitely needs to be stepped up. Like, you need to step up more about the target calling. That should not really be you, but if nobody's doing it, you should definitely be doing it.
Oh my god.
Complete. Team kill.
Good Earth Shatters, Manny.
Yeah, nice job.
Jesus Christ.
0 to 2. Switching sides.
I hooked him.
When are not on flank rest.
Attack commences.
Right side?
Capture objective A.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I got hit by a Zen right click.
Alright,
Oh
so
god, shields.
Okay, so combo you're playing with right now is not the strongest thing, but it can work. So what you want to do with this comp is not as linear as the other one because you swapped out your D.Va for a Zarya. So what you can do now is you have the option to pin, and with the option to pin, it means you can play a little bit more aggressive. As soon as you pinned, your soldier can helix the Rhine. And you might be asking why can he pin now? Why couldn't he pin before? Well, that's because the Zarya shield just allows him to not get punished for a whole lot of things. If he pins in and he misses, he has a Zarya shield to back him up. So he's not going to get anti-nated, he's not going to get McCree stunned, he's not going to get hooked. Just a lot of good things with Zarya shield. So this is an interesting combo. So I can't really tell you like the game plan because it's very much the same. It's break the shield, just with the Zarya instead of a D.Va. you don't have a whole lot to contest the high ground, so Zarya is definitely a bit worse than D.Va in this position. And if all things go wrong, you have the Graviton to, you know, fix stuff up for you.
Dead, she's dead.
First round draft pick, huh?
We don't have 6.
Go ahead.
First round draft pick.
Oh, I'm okay. Oh. I'm gonna stay in here. I'm gonna stay in here. Let's push in. Man, his shield.
Let's go, let's
Get
go.
to the front. To the right.
Okay, so this speed boost is already too early.
Let's push in. Man, his shield.
Push in just means that he needs to walk in, and you need to be behind the shield. Like, where you're positioning right now
Stay in here.
is your Rhine is over here behind you somewhere, while you're
Push in.
over here and you could easily get hooked. So.
Man, his shield.
Let's go, let's
Get
go.
to the front. To the right.
And you're just skating around back and forth, just risking yourself getting hooked. You need to think more about your positioning, about, like, basically you need to always keep in mind that no matter what they play, you could get picked by literally anything. In this case, you could easily, a good Roadhog will hook you. If you just skate back and forth like that, you will get hooked. A good Roadhog will hook you, and he'll find that opportunity. So, now you're stuck at the choke. Now you're stuck and you can't engage, because, oh my god, what is this? Now you're stuck at the choke because you have no speed boost. Their Rhine can pin whenever he wants. And your shit's gonna die.
Get back a little bit. Oh.
Okay. That's another play that you can make. You do manage to pin the Rhine, but another play you can make is... This wasn't communicated at all, so I'm surprised it worked, but you can shield the Reinhardt and you can just pin it.
There we go. I'm on Roadhog. Getting Roadhog.
But the problem with that was, you went too deep. God, you still win?
Nice. There we go. I'm on Roadhog.
But the thing Ryan needs to do right now is, instead of swinging like this, he needs to just jump back and realize the situation that there's a person on his right, which is Zarya, people in the arch shooting him from the left, and etc. etc.
I'm on soldier. Soldier's dead.
High hands. Oh, Ryan.
Okay. Once again, you're overextending.
Ryan, look at Ryan.
You should not be on the Mercy.
Man,
Your-
get back a little bit.
Your main purpose is to just, you see, okay, so just look at your kill feed. You have 2 kills. The Rohik's down, there's Zenyatta's down. So they have 1 healer and like a damage dealer and a DPS pretty much down. So you need to just start capping the point. So 4 people are on the point, 3 people-ish. You cannot do this. You have to stand on the point. What you have to do is you have to collaboratively try and pressure the Reinhardt or somebody who's in the arch. So in this case, it would probably be Ryan because he's too close. Once again, you're way overextended. This is not a place you should be right now. You're probably gonna die, and you're gonna get punished for this. Yeah, you're gonna get punished for this. So you die here. This is a really terrible overextension. You do manage to cap the point, but that is not something you should have done. Like, you should not have went that deep. You should have just stood on the point. And once again, being behind your Reinhardt and being in the mid to back line always gives you a good overview of what to call and what to say. So whenever you can watch the situation, like if you have a Mercy up in your face and you're trying to left click and punch her, there's no way you can shot call the rest of the fight. You can't just tell Ryan, go on the Zarya that I can't see in my background, right? Definitely the best target, even though I can't see. You need to analyze the situation a bit more. Look what they have and what's going on. Calmly tell people to do certain things. But right now, your Zarya is really charged, so you can actually play a bit more aggressive, and I'd recommend just charging in a lot of the time because your Zarya can just burn through them. So, once again, this is just another instance of your Ana and Soldier not being aware of their each other's ultimates. They have Nano Visor, and you're not aware of their Zarya having ultimate. I already saw this coming because when I could see that you're getting pressured by Zarya, she is ridiculously charged. As you can see, she is very charged. So it's a very likely high possibility that she has ultimate. And you end up getting punished for not being able to read it. So their soldier ult uses his ult. And you're doing a smart move here. You're not using your ultimate. So I'm just going to turn up the volume here.
Wait, they didn't really kill a lot.
Yeah, they just use like 4 ults.
Oh,
Yeah, disabled.
Let's hustle.
Good.
Take it from
Alright.
the top.
Now we're
I'm
seeing
running.
more.
Nano visor.
Yeah, and I'm about to add a volt.
Picking up your teammates.
They
Good thing.
have no diva this round. Let's just
Speeding
nano
is
visor.
arguably bad.
Yeah.
Just have to make sure we get a.
Want the amp.
Bring the shield down.
If you're playing against a good team, their Reinhardt probably has Earth Shatter. I didn't see if he used it last fight. Obviously, I'm a human. I sometimes miss things myself. You want to be watching on the left here, which is like behind the arch. You could easily just be sneaking there, and he could shatter your whole. Like a basic thing.
Down, right? I'm gonna.
Once again, you have two really, really strong ultimates. You have the Graviton Surge, and you have the Nano Visor combo. So you need to tell your team what you should be using and what you should be saving, because if you have no control of what you're using, you're going to end up using the whole package. And yeah, you'll win the fight, but you'll overuse. So you won't have anything for the next fight, which means you lose the next fight.
Use it after I see them.
So instead of wall riding like an idiot here, offensive language, you need to
I'll keep
plan the next plan a bit.
I'll keep pressure on shield.
Alright, yeah, me too.
Yeah, pressure on the shield. So whenever your teammates are saying pressure on the shield, that's your cue to say, yeah, pressure the shield. As soon as it's low, we can grab it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna shoot the shield down. Oh look at Sam. Oh look
Oh no.
Yeah, he shattered. I had an idea he had it. That's why I said you want to watch for a sneaky shatter. I'm pretty sure, like last fight, I didn't see the I did not see the Rhine shatter, so I was very sure he had it this fight as well. So they shattered, they Roadhog ulted.
I'm gonna grab Tom from behind.
So what I will predict will happen now is that you'll overuse your ultimates, they'll res, and you'll maybe lose the fight. This is a possibility of happening because the Mercy has a res, and you're not talking about it at all. So the best thing to do is break the shield, go for a Nano Visor, and then as soon as they res, you go for a Graviton Surge
Okay, sounds good.
or a Shatter. But Grav is better.
Let me know when it's coming.
I got the Ryan,
But oh, it's hard.
Shield's going down. You ready?
Let's go.
Feet.
Oh, let's break it down.
Ooh, that's a good Shatter.
We don't even need it.
Nice.
And because the Mercy died, which you didn't even notice, you're not gonna rest this.
Micro, man.
There we go.
Can we get this Ryan on point?
There we go.
Good target call.
All yours.
God.
Good target call. Yeah, I was gonna criticize somebody. I was gonna criticize saying that the last bit was very hectic. Like the last bit was a little bit hectic. Like there was a Roadhog really far up. There was Zarya in the middle, and there was a Reinhardt on point. You need to just like tell people like who to kill, but somebody stood up and say kill the Rhine on point, which is the best target to kill because he was low. So at this point, you still have the Nano Visor, I believe. Take the high ground. Tell your soldier to take the high ground because
We'll use
Hey, Brian, can you
use
stand on
Graviton
point?
whole hog.
Let me get there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to peek.
like as you can see right now, your soldier is just standing on the payload. He's not taking the high ground. He should be walking up into the brewery.
Stay behind.
And your Ana is also on the payload.
Yeah, do this defense.
Yeah, you're pushing it faster, but it's better to take the high ground and secure the next win of the fight rather than the the payload's gonna be slower anyway. Or like it's better to secure the next fight and have the payload be there anyway and waste like 2 seconds than to waste a minute losing the next fight because you didn't have the high ground.
Here. Do we have everyone?
Yeah.
Alright.
And as you saw in the last fight,
He did.
whatever you dived everybody here. Zarya is max charge right here,
Nice. Test.
and you did not call out that she would have her Graviton.
Yeah, do this. Dropping.
Their plan is very likely to have grab, and your whole team would not have been caught in this. Your soldier's caught in it. I'm pretty sure your Ana's caught. Actually, she's in the back, I believe. I can't see anything, but I think your Ana's somewhere in the back here with this arrow right here. But your soldier and your Ana would have been able to nanovize it from up top if you got the high ground. Like, there's a lot of new players that really undervalue the high ground. It's so important, especially for a hit scan hero to have the high ground. You're uncontested. Only thing that can kill you is D.Va, pretty much.
I got it.
Nice. Can you do it?
You're overextended again. You're gonna get hooked or punished.
Yeah.
Zarya would have to waste her shield on you instead of somebody who's probably more important.
They're gonna die.
Get the
They're gonna
Ryan, get
die.
the Ryan, get the
Here, Ryan.
Oh, he hammered.
Once again, keeping track of more ultimates.
I got it. Don't wake her up. Oh, what?
This Ryan's going down.
I'm dead.
Oh god, it's so close.
Oh, this.
I think
Never
we can
mind.
fight this.
I'm going in.
I think we can fight this. Attaboys.
Zarya's so high.
Attaboys.
Kill.
Yeah, so obviously, like, just like anything else, you need to you need to value the situation and just think, can we win this fight? Can we fight this out? Because you were kind of backing off at this point. At this point, you were backing
Oh
off,
god, it's so
and you did not think you could win. And then your soldier just kind of goes in and goes, "I'm going in," instead of saying, "No, we can win this fight." Like, you know, instead of trying to convince you guys that you can win.
Fight this.
I'm going in.
I think we can fight this. Attaboys.
Zarya's so high.
Attaboys.
Kill Zarya.
Zarya.
Just kill Zarya.
Zarya's charged once
There
again.
it is.
Yeah, nice. I have the one.
Zarya might have grav.
We almost got another grab.
I'll speed you back. I'll speed you back.
Might have another one. I know she just used it, but very possible. Speed there. Don't use speed to pick up people. You can see right now you don't have speed boost now. You have 9 seconds till the speed, and the Ryan is already there. Like,
I got someone.
Yeah, you did it. Alright,
Nice.
alright.
okay, so one of the things you do whenever you get a hook and the Ryan is still up is you need to break the shield, and they have nowhere to hide. If you break their shield, you can get yet another hook, or you can just poke them down. Because what'll happen is they'll have a shield, you won't have a shield, you're gonna be poking behind the shield.
Shatter that shield. Shatter.
Super easy.
I,
And you need to chase this.
Okay, there we go.
This is a wasted ult.
Let's res it. They res it.
Get the Zen, get the Zen.
Okay, I'm
I got the Roadhog.
Roadhog.
Okay, there we go.
He's left
Tanks
back.
forward,
He's
tanks
still
forward,
there.
go,
He's still
go,
there.
tanks
Roadhog's
forward,
still here.
Roadhog's still alive.
tanks forward, go.
Alright, I'm going to this up.
Nice.
There we go.
That was fun.
Alto's ready too, in case.
3-2.
Oh.
Victory.
Oh, Don. They might actually be.
No.
You did well though.
You played the wrong Omnic.
I gotta say though, your Ryan did a lot of work this game. Definitely. Not this guy, but the other guy. The big shatter.
All in a line.
It's just the first next people to get into this pug. Deal. First 12.
Oh shit. Yeah, so that's that. That was pretty fun. So overall, you need to talk a lot more. Like, I don't want to as somebody who has to give critique, and this has to be very honest. This is not shot calling. Shot calling is basically just calling the engages, calling what ultimates you're gonna use. You're basically the in-game leader. You're the strategist, and none of that was really done here per se. And part of this is due to your positioning. You're not able to get control of what you can do and what you can't. Shot calling comes with experience, and the only way to learn how to shot call well is to make a lot of mistakes. And that's why I'm telling you this. Like, yeah. I know this is just an in-house pug, but if you do plan to play for a team, you need to step up your game a lot with the calls. To be a lot more active. I pretty much said everything I needed to be said. It's just the communication. Like, if you actually want to take hand of the whole pug and shot call this whole thing, then go for it. Yeah. Hopefully you'll make it further, man. Like, plan on playing for a team, I think you can do it. I mean, anybody can do it with a lot of hard work. I'm very proud of my team at the moment for how we're doing. And you know, I worked my way here. Like, this is how I looked way back when, like back in June, like back when I just started playing the game. I looked like this. So, you know, a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication can teach you a lot. You know, just staying at it and, you know, keep playing. It'll show off in the end, you know. Because if I told you that I started out like this, you wouldn't believe me, because like I might just seem like too experienced or too good or something like that for that. But you know, I started like this too. Heck, I was even worse because I didn't really know like what the how to push, how to engage, when to disengage. Like a whole lot of none. But just keep at it, man. Like, it's just, the more you play, the more game knowledge you get. The more game knowledge you get, the better your shot calling will be. Like, if you just follow a basic game plan, and as soon as something stops working, you need to ask yourself, why did we die there? Why did that not work? Like, what happened there? Like, you can't just go like, oh well, we'll go next fight or whatever. Like, we'll try again next fight. You need to be hard on yourself and go, why did we die there? Did we hesitate? Did we not pin? Did we not go for the right ultimates? Did we overuse ultimates? Did we fall into their trap? Did they have a better plan than us? Yeah, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's it. I think that's it for me. And this is also going to YouTube, so if anybody on YouTube enjoys this, a like. I appreciate it. If you want to submit a VOD to the stream, you can join my Discord. It is in my Twitch bio, and it's also on my YouTube banner, I believe. Click that link and post the YouTube URL in the viewer VOD channel on my Discord, and I'll review it on the stream. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks Roro for sending this in. It was very brave of him, hearing this constructive criticism and my toxicness. It's very brave of you, so I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, and I think that's it. That's it for me. I'm done streaming. Kind of want to go to bed a bit earlier today. So have a good one, guys.